to some degree as well, because it was that hot out there. It was a bit uncomfortable. When we went in the gym over there, it was that uncomfortable. Because it's just like humid and you're jet lagged and stuff like that. I was like, God, I can't wait to get back to New Zealand and just be able to walk up some stairs without being tired.
Is it that
It's really,
sucks it
oh
out?
God, this particular gym anyway, it may as well have like the water coming off, the sweat coming off the ceiling, it was like that, the steam rising up. It was, because we were upstairs in there as well, in like a bit of a private training area that they'd set aside, and so all of the heat from the gym was coming up to us, and God, it was horrible. It's like downstairs must have had aircon, and then we were just upstairs just boiling. Like, I was lightheaded for most of the training we'd done. Not really.
You still, when you got over there, you still had like, you had to do the last spider, did you? Or?
I wasn't there for the last spider, so I went over on the Tuesday.
I do stay back for Shuriken.
Yeah, I was at Shuriken. We had Nate and everyone fighting on that and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was there, and then went over the Tuesday. We done a couple of training sessions, and then it was a fight, and then back home. We flew back. What would have been Tuesday there? No, Monday there, and then we arrived yesterday afternoon, but just because of the time difference. But it was a hell of a flight. That's the most I flew, and I'm well travelled. But every time I flew long haul, it's always been like 1 12-hour flight, stay in that country for a month, and then do a next one. Not all in one. All in one is like unreal. Staying over for 2 hours somewhere and then getting on the next one.
So what was the whole, like from the time you left here to the time you landed at your final destination, what was hours?
30 odd hours, 30 odd easily. Must be about 36 hours or something. Yeah, it was pretty intense. The 15-hour one isn't actually that bad, because that's when you're in comfy seats and stuff. But then the 5-hour one and the 4-hour one, the time in between that's when you really, you're feeling it, upright in the seat, not knowing what time it is, and that horrible.
So how long did it take you to get over the jet lag?
A good couple of days. I would say the first couple of days in Miami, I wasted them, because I woke up at 2 in the afternoon, and then that was forcing myself up out of bed, go to the training or go to the press conference or whatever we were doing, have a meal, and then go back to bed again. So the first couple of days, can't say I'd really done much. I think you think that you're going to arrive and you're going to be like, right, energy, get out there, let's see Miami Beach and stuff like that, and you honestly can't move. Like, I was like, my eyes sometimes were open, but my body just wasn't working. I was like paralysed.
Yeah. And tell us, like, once you settled in there, or tell us before you left, what was the feeling in the gym, the confidence in the gym before you left here?
I think confidence was at a high. Like, I think I saw a little bit of like the last sparring, and I didn't see the last spider because it happened in Miami. But yeah, everything was going good. I think that the accumulation of all the work that we'd done in the drilling, in particular like the striking side of things, I feel like everything had definitely marinated for long enough, and it was all coming out. Like, it seemingly was all coming out for not just Israel, but I think everybody in the gym definitely like leveled up during that time as well. Everyone's like really understanding their game and what we were planning to do and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I feel like everyone was confident in the sparring as well. Yeah.
And you get there and you get over your jet lag, and what's the, there must be a level, that you've got to keep it a level. You can't be up and down. And what's Izzy like? Is he just takes it for granted what's happening around him?
He was just real switched on, like, especially like obviously in the gym when we got over there. Like, he was real dialed in, as expected, but probably more so than I've ever witnessed him being. Like,
You've been in a lot of camps with him.
Yeah, like we've shared the mats for years, you know, like, and I've been sparring him for God knows how long, and yeah, like another thing, like I think, like even in the build-up, he definitely was really switched on in the sparring, like a different look in his eyes, you know, like when he was sparring, and then that was times 10 by the time when he got there, you know, like that look, and cheesy, but like the eye of the tiger, like he definitely had that, you know, tenfold. So yeah, he was real dialed in, more so than I've ever seen him. And it was, when I saw him like that, I was like, this guy's stopping him, you know, like he's gonna stop him. Yeah, he was like that.
So everything you've done, and you're working together, so did it still come as a surprise when he stopped him in the second, or was that something you guys had worked on and were expecting?
Well, no, I don't think the coaches here like don't look to win rounds, you know, like, and look to just get the better get the better of exchanges. I don't think no one, none of the coaches here are. The knockouts are there if they're there, you know, like that kind of thing. So yeah, like I think the way it transpired was like a possibility in like everyone's minds. It was definitely, I thought that it would happen, but that was just based on like maybe the energy that I was feeling or whatever. But yeah, I think it came not as a shock to everyone, but like it was like probably it was secondary to what probably everyone was planning, you know, like the primary objective is just to win a fight, and then the secondary is like, oh right, it happened like that, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know more than most because you've stood across the other side of the ring from Izzy.
Yeah.
You know, you're talking about the energy he had then. What was it like when you fought him? What is he different to fight than any other fighter you've come up against?
Oh, like 1,000,000%. Like that, he's the most unique human being I think I've ever met. Not even as a fighter, as a person. He has like an aura around him. And when I fought him, I remember, and I told him this. I remember standing across the ring from him, and it was almost like there was a glow coming off him. It was like there was an aura coming off him, and I was like, oh, this guy's good, man. And I was very inexperienced at the time, and maybe that played a big part in what energy I was feeling. But definitely after we fought, I was like, God, I've got to get myself some of that. Whatever he's got, if I can get 1/10 of what he's got, I was like, then I might do okay in this sport, you know. And yeah, definitely probably from day one, he's probably had that aura, and now that's reached obviously the highest heights of the sport.
Tell us, you know, back in the changing room when he comes back after he's done his whatever, he has to talk to whoever, and is the energy like, is it, oh, it's done, or is it just building?
Oh, I didn't see him afterwards. I was we were all sat together in the seating and stuff, and yeah, we didn't get backstage.
Oh, right.
Just Tyson and I think Michael Vernon Page, they went backstage to see him, and we headed off to the after party, and like a lot of them all met him there. I didn't. I left after about half an hour. It was too much for me, man. Yeah.
And hey, that's really good to get another look at, you know, because you've seen both sides of him. And have you ever seen him down? Have you ever seen him where you think, oh, there's something wrong, or you know, or has he always got that buzz around him?
I think he's like really relatable. I think he's human like everybody else, and like I know that he's had some harder days in the gym and stuff like that, but you can tell with him, like he has a way better connection to like his mind than a lot of people. So I'm sure like when he does have a down day, like I know that that's something that he really like he thinks about things and like takes it in his stride, and like probably does something with it, probably converts that into something else, which makes him even more unique. Like it's not something that I'm probably very good at. You know, I just go, oh, that was terrible. Probably dwell on it for ages and get really angry about it. But he's like, he's a very special person, and like he deals with things his own way, and it's definitely it's obviously working really good. So.
Oh, well, I think some of that, when you looked across, I think some didn't go your way, because you're a special person too.
I don't feel it. Not when you witness something like that, you're like, wow, I am a drop in the ocean.
Hey, you're fantastic, man.
Thanks, mate.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate your talk.
Cheers.
Cool. Oh, mate, that would have been amazing. What did they do afterwards? They go